Definitely a lone gunman. Obviously, we know what the topic here is, but we're going to talk about the details surrounding this incident that do not line up, because there are a lot. There's also a new video out that is so suspicious to me. I don't even know how to properly verbalize. I'm going to have to show it to you guys because it does not make sense, and it absolutely, to me, looks like conspiracy cover-up. This is a thing to make you think a thing, but this is not real. And we're going to talk about that. You got to be very cautious about how you talk about those things. Go on to the left side, the roof on the far left, that's where the guy took the shot from. How on earth could there have possibly been a person on that roof with a direct line of sight at the president standing on a stage if you have Secret Service there?
Hello.
Explain that to me. How is that possible? How many Secret Service agents are there? So what are they doing? Like, okay, how many agents do you have? Now, I personally have seen Trump's motorcade, like right next to us. When we went to UFC 287, I was with Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins coach, and they held us up at the gate. And they were like, you're going to have to wait for a little while, sir. And I said in the car, I was like, who's a bigger deal in Miami than Mike McDaniel? And they're like, Secret Service motorcade. And we're like, oh, Ron DeSantis? And we're like, Trump? Dude, he had literally a caravan of SUVs. Absolutely unbelievable number of people. Okay, how are you allocating those resources if a rooftop, there's only how many rooftops here, does not get an agent on there? How is that? I'm like, there's incompetence, and then there's, dude, I don't need to have tactical background to know that, okay? I have no military background at all, none. I've shot a lot of guns. That has no bearing on the conversation here at all. If I know that step one of protecting the president is going to be find elevated positions and make sure that no one can be in or on one of them without us knowing about it and being able to put that threat down. Step one, dude. How? Okay? 150 yards away. Dude, again, I am not some elite tactician or elite shooter. I could shoot out a nickel at 150 yards. Okay, that's not a challenging shot at all. And I'm not saying that to give myself a hand job about shooting. I'm saying that like anyone who's competent can hit a grapefruit from that side, from that distance. Trump is alive out of sheer miracle, protected. He moved his head literally at the exact moment that the bullet was fired. So anyway, that right there does not make a lot of sense to me. But I want to show you guys the thing that I was referencing, though. Okay. So this is supposedly a classmate of this guy. Okay. So that's where. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would appreciate it if you would do that. It's very helpful to the channel. And
Actually, subscribe to my channel. That would really help. Like and subscribe. Thank you. And
bullied all the time. Now, this is not the part. Now I'm going to show you the actual kid interviewed, all right? So, yeah, he's bullied every day because of his clothes, because he wore, like, military-style stuff, you know? Like that, you know, there's nothing generic about this. Now, watch this. Does this seem authentic to you guys? Or does this seem like someone who's, like, reading a script poorly? You know what I mean?
He was bullied almost every day.
In what way? Can you explain?
I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that, and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever, so it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Yeah. Does that seem real to you guys? That come off really authentic? You know? You know kids these days. Is that how kids talk? You know kids these days, so, you know, I don't want to say that that's what caused it, but you never know. It's like buzzwords, buzz lines, all of which are driving towards what? Lone gunman. And we're going to come back to that, but let's just finish this fake. I showed this on our other video on the other channel, but that's a much smaller channel, and I just wanted to show you guys this. Look at this. Look at this. This is who's on his Secret Service detail, okay? This is who is on his Secret Service detail. What are the prerequisites for being a Secret Service agent responsible for protecting the life of a former or current president? Is it that you have to run a mile in under 6.5 minutes, which I could do when I was like 10? Do you think that would be a reasonable thing to require? Yeah, I think it would be. How about just proficiency in holstering, unholstering, and firing a weapon? How about that? Okay. How about being able to win in a fight against the vast majority of humans on Earth? Does that seem reasonable? 100% from a population of people who do not want to do this and are clearly not being required to even be good at any part of the job. And then that's who you're going to have protecting the most highly targeted, most likely assassination, victim in the history of the fucking country. This incompetent person. And what
It is remarkable that everything he said is true. It's not a conspiracy theory. There was just a complete breakdown of security. He asked for more security from the head of Secret Service. Biden administration, the head of Secret Service, the lady turned him down. They don't give Secret Service to RFK. So, and then Biden, with his rhetoric, he's an existential threat to democracy. He's going to be a Hitler, a dictator on day one. He's going to put people in FEMA camps. You keep saying that. And, to 369 million Americans, plus the globe hears all this rhetoric, stupidity that we're talking about. And they know that they're losing the election. So they're desperate to do anything. And what this guy said is pretty much true for the whole, it's just terrible detail. They took too long to get him off stage. He was right about the sniper on the roof, how to get up there. Somebody even witnessed him climbing up there, pointing it out to the police and Secret Service for 2 minutes. They did nothing. They walked around like zombies, complete idiots. It was almost like a stand down order was in effect. There was no police in the front of the stage after he was shot. It was just really bad. He should fire them, get Blackwater to do all his security detail and some Secret Service that he chooses himself. I would get rid of all the Secret Service of the people that are out in detail that day. All right, thank you. God bless you. Subscribe to my channel, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you.